Hello guys, I am Dr. Jaideep, and is it possible to be happy alone? Yes, it is. How? Let's find out. You tend to smile when you are happy, but it's actually a two-way street. We smile because we are happy, and a smile causes the brain to release dopamine, which makes us happier. That doesn't mean you have to go around with a fake smile plastered on your face all the time. But the next time you find yourself feeling low, crack a smile and see what happens. Or try starting each morning by smiling at yourself in the mirror. Exercise is not just for your body. Regular exercise can help to reduce stress, feeling of anxiety, and symptoms of depression while boosting self esteem and happiness. Even a small amount of physical activity can make a difference. The trick is not to overexert. If you suddenly throw yourself into a strenuous routine, you will probably just end up frustrated. You can take a walk around the block every night after dinner. Sign up a beginner's class in yoga. Start your day with 5 minutes of stretching. Remind yourself of any fun activities you once enjoyed, but that have fallen by the wayside, or activities you always wanted to try, such as golf, bowling, or dancing. No matter how much modern society steers us toward less sleep, we know that adequate sleep is vital to good health, brain function, and emotional well being. Most adults need about 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night. If you find yourself fighting the urge to nap during the day, or just generally feels like you are in a fog, your body may be telling you it needs more rest. Few tips for the good sleep is like write down how many hours of sleep you get each night and how rested you feel. After a week, you should have a better idea how you are doing. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, including weekends. Keep your bedroom dark, cool and quiet. Invest in some good bedding. If you have to take a nap, try to limit it to 20 minutes. You already know that food choices have an impact on your overall physical health, but some foods can also affect your state of mind. Start your day by making one better food choice every day. For example, swap a big sweet breakfast pastry with some Greek yogurt with fruit. You will still satisfy your sweet tooth and the protein will help you avoid mid-morning energy crash. Try adding a new food swap each week. Simply being grateful can give your mood a big boost, among other benefits. For example, a recent two-part study found that practicing gratitude can have a significant impact on feelings of hope and happiness. Start each day by acknowledging one thing you are grateful for. You can do this while you are brushing your teeth or just waiting for the snooze alarm to go off. As you go about your day, try to keep an eye out of pleasant things in your life. They can be big things, such as knowing that someone loves you or getting a well-deserved promotion. But they can also be little things, such as coworker who offered you a cup of coffee or the neighbor who waved to you. Maybe even just the warmth of the sun on your skin. With a little practice, you may even become more aware of all the positive things around you. Research shows that performing act of kindness can help you feel more satisfied. Giving a sincere compliment is a quick, easy way to brighten someone's day while giving your own happiness a boost. Catch the person's eye and say it with a smile, so they know you mean it. You might be surprised by how good it makes you feel. If you want to offer someone a compliment on their physical appearance, make sure to do it in a respectful way. You are tense, your shoulders are tight, and you feel as tough you might lose it. We all know that feeling. Instinct may tell you to take a long deep breath to calm yourself down. Turns out, that instinct is a good one. According to Harvard Health, deep breathing exercises can help reduce stress. If you are having a hard time taking slow, deliberate breaths, try counting to 5 in your head with each inhale and exhale. A journal is a good way to organize your thoughts, analyze your feelings, and make plans. And you don't have to be literally genius or write volumes to benefit. It can be as simple as jotting down a few thoughts before you are going to the bed. If putting certain things in writing makes you nervous, you can always shed it when you finished it. It's the process that counts. Life is full of stressors, and it's impossible to avoid all of them, and there is no need to. The stress is not always harmful, and we can even change our attitude about stress. For those stressors you can't avoid, remind yourself that everyone has stress. There is no reason to think it all on you, and chances are you are stronger than you think you are. Instead of letting yourself get overwhelmed, try to tackle the stressors head on. This might mean initiating an uncomfortable conversation, or putting in some extra work. But the sooner you tackle it, the sooner the pit in your stomach will start to shrink. Humans are social beings, and having close friends can make us happier. Who do you miss? Reach out to them. Make a date to get together, or simply have a long phone chat. In adulthood, it can feel next to impossible to make new friends, but it's not about how many friends you have. It's about having meaningful relationships, even it's just with one or two people. Try getting involved in a local volunteer group or taking a class. Both can help connect you with like-minded people in your area, and chances are they are looking for friends too. Companionship doesn't have to be limited to other humans. Pet can offer similar benefits according to similar studies. Love animals but can't have a pet. Consider volunteering at a local animal shelter to make some new friends, both humans and animals. Feel like you are flailing about? Try sitting down at the end of every week and making a basic list for the following week. Even if you don't stick to the plan, blocking out time where you can do laundry, go grocery shopping, or to tackle projects at work can help to quiet your mind. You can get a fancy planner, but even a sticky note on your computer or a piece of scrap paper in your pocket can do the job. Ditch your phone. Unplug it. Really, I mean it. Turn off all the electronics and put those earbuds away for at least 1 hour once a week. If you have unplugged in a while, you might be surprised at the difference it makes. Let your mind wander free for a change. Read, meditate, take a walk, and pay attention to your surroundings. Be sociable or be alone. Just be. Sound too daunting? Try doing a shorter amount of time several times a week. Spending 30 minutes or more a week in green spaces can help lower blood pressure and depression, according to a study. Your green space could be anything from your neighborhood park, your own backyard, or a rooftop garden. Anywhere you can appreciate some nature and fresh air. Better yet, add some outdoor exercises into a mix for extra benefit. There are many methods of meditation to explore. They can involve movement, focus, spirituality, or a combination of all the three. Meditation does not have to be complicated. It can be as simple as sitting quietly with your own thoughts for 5 minutes. Even the deep breathing exercises mentioned earlier can serve as a form of meditation. No one to go out with? Well, what rule says you can't go out alone? Go to your favorite restaurant, take in a movie, or go out that trip you are always dreamed of. Even if you are a social butterfly, spending some deliberate time alone can help you reconnect with the activities that truly makes you happy. The start of a new year is a good time to stop and take inventory of your life. Set aside some time to catch up with yourself the way you would with an old friend. How are you doing? What have you been up to? Are you happier than you were a year ago? But try to avoid the pitfall of judging yourself too harshly for your answers. You have made it to another year, and that's plenty. If you find that your mood has not improved much over the last year, consider making an appointment with your doctor or talking to a therapist. You might be dealing with depression or even an underlying physical condition that's impacting your mood. You hear it all the time, including several times in this article, but your physical and mental health are closely intertwined. As you build habits to improve your happiness, make sure to follow with routine appointments to take care with your body. See your primary care physician for an annual physical appointment. Take care of your any chronic health conditions and see specialist as recommended. See your dentist for an oral examination and follow up as recommended. Get your visions checked. People change, so think about where you are heading and consider if that is still where you want to go. There is no shame in changing your game. Let's go of any goals that no longer serves you, even if they sound nice on paper. Decluttering sounds like a big project, but setting aside just 20 minutes a week can have a big impact. What can you do in 20 minutes? A lot. Set a timer on your phone and take 15 minutes to tidy up a specific area of one room. Say your closet or that out of control junk drawer. Put everything in its place and give away any extra clutter that's not serving you anymore. Keep a designated box for giveaways to make things a little easier. Use the remaining 5 minutes to do a quick walk through your living space. You can do this trick once a week, once a day, or anytime you feel like your space is getting out of control. We are certainly happier when we learn how to cope up with obstacles. When you are faced with a problem, think about what got you through something similar in the past. Would it work here? What else can you try? If you feel like you are hitting a brick wall, consider speaking with a therapist on a weekly basis. You don't need to have a diagnosed mental health condition or overwhelming crisis to seek therapy. Therapists are trained to help people improve coping skills. Plus, there is no obligation to continue once you start. Even just a few sessions can help you add some new goodies to your emotional toolbox. Hope this video will improve your lifestyle and clears your doubt. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. Till then, bye bye, tata, goodbye. I will be back with a new video.